And now for our feature presentation.
This is great because on the back it actually says this film is also known as
the I'll Watch It Later podcast.
You ever heard of that film?
And now, on with the show.
Hello, everybody.
Waiting on you, asshole.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to I'll Watch It Later podcast where we lie about the movies we've seen to impress our friends. As always, I am Aaron,
Reading the script off of
joined
giant fucking iPad.
by my best friend, co-host, and late as
There it
always,
is.
There we go.
I knew it was coming.
Jordan,
Hi, everybody.
and co-host, producer, brother-in-law, Scott.
Oh, I was waiting. Couldn't think of
I
anything.
was
No.
waiting.
Couldn't think of anything
No,
this time.
I was late, so therefore I get the beating at the beginning.
Yeah.
The beating.
If I was on time, you would have been that asshole that just complains all the time, even though I've taken him to a concert. That would have been yours.
No, I would. Let's see. Cry about the Sprite more. I think that would have been you.
Yeah, that would have been mine. Bitch more about the Suns losing. Loser, way to rally the Valley, Scott.
Yeah.
That would have been yours.
So I said I go, where were you during games 3 and 4?
Whatever.
I see the troll showed up for fucking...
What games did they win this time? None. They're out because they suck. Also, why don't
watch
you ask more
basketball.
about Cuban chips that
Watch
literally
basketball
fucking
more.
Jordan showed us?
Watch basketball more.
I do watch basketball
No,
more.
You're not a fan.
No one cares.
I'm a fan. I don't even want to play this. I'm just
Why are you
doing
doing
it,
it?
Just to annoy you two.
I'm not annoyed.
All right. Anyways, lots to talk about this week. I think.
Not on my end.
Oh, you didn't watch anything?
I watched Air and then our movie.
No, we all
good.
watched
We
Air.
all watched Air.
Oh, good.
Good. So we can talk about Air.
Great.
What else we got to talk about first?
Well, you watched a bunch of movies, and I don't care if you spoil them for me because I'm still going to watch them. So.
I watched, but he watched Covenant too.
Well, then talk about it.
I also watched Office Space.
Yeah, some of us watch movies around here. Some of us are on a movie podcast.
Well, good.
Oh,
Busy week.
I'm doing what? Going to get hamburgers alone?
No.
That's weird.
No, I had my daughter. I had a recital, like a band recital Thursday. She has swim on
It's one
Tuesdays. I picked her up on Wednesday. Like, dude, it was I was so tired that I didn't want to do anything. And then Thursday I got Tears of the Kingdom early, so I was like, fuck watching anything. I'm playing games all weekend. So I've been doing that. Say cry about it. Say, tell me about your weekend, asshole.
I'm joking.
No, you're not.
That's
Don't
how
watch
it
your
works.
weekend.
Your joke's
I don't
on
want to
me.
hear about your weekend.
Yeah,
I fucking
no.
asked you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I
I'm
did
about to play
ask.
Gambit.
I would never play Gambit. That card sucks. Anyways, okay, yeah. So, I watched Office Space like for no reason other than
Finally catching up to
it was on HBO Max, and I've seen Office Space like 150 million times, but I have not watched Office Space in forever. So,
Office Space is great.
yeah.
It's a great fucking movie.
It's even fucking better when you're older.
Yeah, because you relate to it.
Oh, well, yes. And
It's like Falling Down. That is one of the greatest movies ever.
it
Yeah,
re-
I relate to that way too much.
Yeah.
what, falling down?
Like, man, I just want to go on a fucking spree right now.
You're like, I just
Stupid people.
trying to get home.
No, but when he's like,
Well, and that's how I felt coming here. It's the reason I was 10 minutes late. Is like I go up Ironwood, and of course there's an accident. Of course everyone's slow, and of course being a Sunday, you would think nobody's on the road. No, everybody's on the road. And I'm like, God damn
There we
it.
go.
I
Take
just went
mom to dinner.
I just went to Costco and there was nobody there.
Well, they're all celebrating, ma'am.
They're all at fucking Applebee's. Eating good in the neighborhood.
What did she, Applebee's? Kim said that there was a restaurant that was like upscale Applebee's. I can't remember what it was.
Upscale Applebee's.
McDonald's.
Chili's.
No,
Right.
what was it that she was talking about? I don't know. Oh, Tony Roma's,
Tony
Jesus.
Roma's?
because they go to Tony Roma's in
In the
Air.
movie,
Yeah,
yes.
and he's like,
Fuck, I haven't been to a Tony Roma since I lived in California.
I've never been to Tony Roma's.
It's not good.
There's the one. Is it
That's
still,
what
is
she
it,
said.
Is it still by Disney?
Yeah, there's one.
There might
Yeah,
be
there's
Tony
one
Roma's.
right by Disney, right
And-
by the entrance.
And every time I'm like, I wish we could go there to eat a steak.
and just eat
not-
like
it's not
subpar ribs. Because
Yeah.
that's what they're known for. Those are
That's
ribs.
exactly what I remember about it. Is that they always before Chili's talked about their baby back ribs, Tony Roma's was the rib
the
place,
rib. It was the
especially
rib place.
living in California.
You gotta twist your nipples when you do that.
Chili's baby back ribs,
I want my baby back, baby.
barbecue sauce. Anyways,
Watch our numbers go down.
they already are.
Carnage.
No, I watched Office Space and I was relating to it so hardcore that it made me sad, but then also laugh because he's talking to the Bobs and he's like, I got 6 bosses telling me what to do, and he's just like, by the time I do any work, I don't care, and I'm just like, God, I relate so much.
And it's worse now for me since I've been I've been working from home, but like in an office setting, like I've been in an office setting, and it's just so spot on because you're right. Like I report to one person who reports to another person who has their higher ups, and then the hierarchy's still there. I'm just at home, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll deal with it. But I mean, it's the same thing. Like I go to my direct boss to run everything up the food chain, as it were, and it's just like,
I see you're having trouble with your TPS reports.
I wouldn't say I'm having trouble, Bob.
So you've been missing a lot of work.
I
wouldn't say I've been missing it.
Anyways, that's a fantastic movie.
So when I finished watching Air, and I flipped it back to live TV.
Jerked off.
You know what was on?
What?
Probably. Wait, are you on TNT? Shawshank Redemption.
No, I don't even remember what station it was because I don't have cable. It was Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren.
Love that.
What a fucking shit show that is.
So good.
I've not seen that movie in so long, and I was like, oh my God.
You know why it's so bad? You don't realize this when you're growing up, but when you get older, you realize it's the same people that made Superman 4. They made Break In and Break Into. It's canon. It's a canon film, and they got the rights to Masters of the Universe, and it's just, they're like, we want to get He-Man and the names of a couple characters, but we want to do nothing to do with it.
To do with Masters of the Universe whatsoever. When am I going to get a Masters of the Universe movie? Like a legit Masters of the Universe movie.
They were working on it. I believe I can't remember who the director was attached to it, but they've been trying to work on something.
I mean, I even gave the Kevin Smith one a chance, and it was, it was fine.
I didn't hate it,
but I need a movie, man.
Yeah,
with the type of
still needs to be Dolph Lundgren.
Just with the computer, with his terrible acting.
Like he's teaching
just
a
old.
new He-Man.
He's like, fuck, I'm tired.
Courtney Cox. Being the best actor on screen in the whole situation.
She's not even that good.
No.
My parents are dead. Shut up and play the tones.
Oh, it's bad.
The tones.
I was oh man, I was just watching it like thinking, what was I thinking when I was a kid, man?
The biggest issue,
I saw that in the fucking theater.
I saw it at the drive-in theater.
Yes,
it was so good. It was like a double feature with like Dragnet with Tom Hanks, and then Master of the Universe. I'm like, why am I watching these movies?
They're like, we need people to watch Masters of the Universe. If you're just gonna hang around, just watch. Look up here.
Look, watch Dragnet first, and then stay.
It says they started filming a Masters of the Universe in 2022 summer.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they've been trying to get a new movie going on. I just don't remember.
I've seen some fan trailers on YouTube that look pretty legit.
Oh, this says returns 2021, but it says it's coming out in 2024.
Yeah, I think with the capabilities that we have today, man, we should be able to get like a badass Masters of the Universe movie.
Chalamet or something.
I'm fine with that. Timothy Chalamet's a good actor.
I understand that. He's not fucking He-Man. Adam at best.
He'll be Chris Pine.
I mean, that'd be all right.
Chris Hemsworth.
Just in his little fur undies.
So anyways.
Iron Cross, blonde hair, blue eyes. Wait a minute. I think you're talking about a different movie.
Whoa.
Hitler.
Jesus.
You went there.
Anyways, so Scott and I watched The Covenant. I personally fucking absolutely loved it because I remember having a Terp, and he was kind of an asshole, and one day he showed up to...
We get it. He's been to war.
I have been. I've been to war.
We get it.
I remember showing up to mission one day,
like fucking Call of Duty,
and the guy had never fucking worn body armor in his whole life, and one day he was wearing body armor, and I was like, why are you wearing body armor? And I thought my fucking sergeant was going to shoot him in the fucking face, and he got fired, and we didn't go on mission that day, and now this movie is kind of like that, but nothing like that. It was excellent. I like Gyllenhaal.
It's very good.
Guy Ritchie, he's so versatile. He makes those, epic gangster fucking movies with the British people, and then he makes the cool like twisty movies like The Gentleman and stuff.
Yeah, but see, he's so used to doing things like Snatch and Lock, Stock and all these movies. Did it feel weird for him to do like a war movie?
It didn't feel like
that?
A Guy Ritchie film.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean?
Yeah, because later on when we talk about my movie, they had an American director and they wanted to make it more American, but that felt kind of Guy Ritchie-ish. And it's like it's weird to think Guy Ritchie's doing like a.
They missed
an
that
Ameri-
target.
I know. We'll get into it. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like it just that's kind of. I'm like sitting there going, this felt for a moment like a Guy Ritchie film, whereas I would think The Covenant. I don't know. It just seems weird, like out of his wheelhouse.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't. There was no twist. You know, it was
It's
all.
just
It was like a
great
straightforward
character building.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it's you really care about these people because of what they go through, and you see, kind of these other people in these countries like really laying themselves out for these American soldiers,
which is
and,
exactly what the
yeah.
Afghans did when we were over there, the good ones, and like it was fucking cool, man. Like it reminded me of being over there. Like it looked all the same and everything. So I don't know where they filmed it, but it looked.
Yuma.
Did they? Oh, it was.
It was right over here where they
You guys
filmed
need a sand dune?
The Kingdom.
Right on the 202.
No, because there's lots of mountains and like foliage and shit in Afghanistan. It's not all sand. It's not Iraq. So I highly enjoyed it. I want you to watch it before we like really dive super deep into it.
I'm
But
gonna watch it regardless.
I gave it a 4. I thought it was excellent. Gyllenhaal's fantastic. I like this thing where Gyllenhaal's just doing everything now. He's not like being picky.
He
He's
does
doing
kind of bounce around.
Velvet.
Like he was in
He's good. He's really good at this.
Spider-Man movies.
And unfortunately, he's not going to get the credit
No.
he probably deserves for
this
this
movie's
movie.
gonna disappear.
There's
Like,
a
it
scene in
sucks.
this movie where he's like screaming on the phone and shit that is just so. It reminded me of me.
You screaming on the phone?
He's like, "I'll burn down your house."
That's just me and him trying to make plans.
But it was.
I was just trying to get his phone plan changed over.
It was fucking
Poor
excellent.
AT&T lady.
I hope she's dead.
R.I.P.
God.
I hope she's
That was the
burning.
longest 2 hours we ever watched him on a phone.
I hope she's burning in hell right now. Fucking bitch.
Jesus.
She was foreign too, so chances are high.
Oh, this is such a bummer. No, I'm looking at the budget of this movie and I'm looking at what it made.
What did it make?
So the budget was $55 million. Worldwide, it grossed 15.
Damn.
It lost $40 million. That's just production.
Do you think it's because of the subject matter?
Probably. People
I
are
think
tired
that
of
people,
that stuff.
People just kind of. I think they're just washed of it, and they just kind of stray away from it.
I don't even know if
think
it's
so.
just that though, because
Lone Survivor did very well in the film, and that film in the movies.
I think this just came out this is a bad time. For some reason, January to now has been fucking banger after banger. Like you would think releasing it early on in the year would get stuff, but there is no release window anymore. There is
Right.
no we have to hit the summer. I don't even know what's coming out in the summer because we've had such a good
I think
winter spring.
The
You know what I
Covenant
mean?
was out in theaters for 2 weeks before it hit the thing because you
If
were
that.
like, "Let's go
It's
see
like
it."
Renfield came out, and then The Covenant came out, and then
Yeah,
We're in like a different movie time though, man, because it's like now
crazy.
things are hitting the theaters, and then we're getting like direct to stream.
that's what I was saying.
And it's like
'Cause
I mean
we
they're
had-
not giving the movies enough time to really bake into the theater, and
we had
have people
talked
go
about
see
going
it.
to see it, and then that Thursday I checked, or Tuesday I checked, and it was already on streaming.
Because
so it's
what are
like,
you
no
gonna what are
point.
you gonna do? And I mean, I know you're a movie purist and you want to see things in the theater,
I'm
but it's like the
pissed.
minute they hit streaming, man, I'm fucking all in, dude, because I can sit at home in my underwear and watch movies.
I know, but I think it's a better theater experience. Like, I was actually upset that I did not see The Covenant in theaters because I think it would have been a badass movie to see with like sounds and everything like that. But it just more engrossed because I had my kids screaming at me. And Kim was trying to talk to me, and I'm just like, I'm into this movie, and I'm just like having to pause it and kind of look at her and stuff
you
like.
changed the baby. Shut up, Gyllenhaal's on screen.
No. I just was really into it. I just would have liked that theater experience. I am a purist. I still like going to the movies.
I enjoy the theater experience.
So-
Like I
well,
love
he's
going
saying
to
like he doesn't care. He'll watch everything at home.
Not
He
necessarily,
never
like-
wants to leave his house. He wants to board up the windows.
I'm not gonna lie. If Guardians of the Galaxy 3
That
came
is
out
correct.
digitally the day of as the theater, I would have definitely still gone to the theater.
Yeah,
there's
same.
just certain things that I still want to see. Like I really wanted to see this movie in the theater.
Yeah,
it's just
me too.
because we didn't go that Thursday night at
Right.
10 o'clock, Aaron. It's just it's gone.
I
And it
feel
sucks
like if I-
because during the week your schedule's weird. I work like it's either we go or we miss it, and
Yeah.
and that is. That weird FOMO that like if we don't see it either that Thursday or Friday, it's gone by the time
Right.
we want to go
Yeah,
see it.
it
the
really
weekend
is.
after, and it's a bad
What?
turnaround.
You're just like I've got to see it now.
Yeah,
it's
or
weird.
it's going to fucking
Or it will
Thanos into the fucking
disappear.
atmosphere.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying it leaves the theater, dude. Unless you're like a big budget like Mario Brothers or Guardians of the Galaxy or fucking Hey God, it's me, Margaret. I'm having my period or something. You're staying in the theater for fucking 18 months.
Yeah.
And everything else is just like, oh, you had a subpar opening weekend. Well, to digital with you, and it's like,
See if we can make some money there.
But
baby.
it's also the problem, and I mean, going off on a tangent here, it's like people aren't they're not flocking to the theaters like we did when we were younger. We
I
could
need
go,
them
we
to.
could go like as a family to watch a movie,
no, we can't. Scott.
and it didn't cost you anything. Now it costs you a fucking arm and a leg just to go to a movie.
It always cost an arm and a leg.
It wasn't that expensive back then, though.
I
I mean,
always hear
you could
people
get tickets for like
complaining.
$6, $7, $8 sometimes for like matinee movies.
Yeah, matinee. You can still do
You
that.
know, and the drinks, the popcorn, all that shit didn't cost that much, man.
You
It
are
was just like-
everything I fucking hate because I hate the excuses. Like, I'll watch it on digital. No, I need people to go to the movies.
No.
Go see movies.
No. Just for that
Not-
reason, I'm not.
Fuck you. I don't even know.
because
What,
you said it.
I get to sit, you know, and it has come to that now where I'm like, what theater? Like, what theater are you going to? Because I need the reclining chair.
Oh yeah.
Like, I need, you know, I need,
bar.
like, yeah, I need the accommodations to go. I'm not shitting on it, but like the New Bev, those are the most uncomfortable fucking
They really
seats
are.
on
For
the
sure.
face of the fucking earth.
Yeah, because they were there in the 1970s.
You get very intimate with the people who are sitting next to you.
I
To
know.
the fact that like I mean, you're cheek to cheek.
Yeah, like
you're
spoil-
almost slow dancing.
Spoiler alert: we all went to the New Bev once, and we saw the thing and everything like that. And at some point, I had to sit kind of like on one butt cheek and
Yes.
at an angle because we're not exactly the smallest of people, and these seats are half the size of our asses. And yeah, it's a bad experience. I mean,
And they're
even
on
to
a
the point-
downward slope, so you're like already heading downward,
Right.
And you can't like get comfortable. It's like being on an airplane.
It is. It's a very
Essentially, that's
airplane
what it is.
experience.
It's like the seat in front of you. Your knees are right up. Well, my knees are right up against it. I mean, I'm like 6'3", and I'm a lot of leg, so it's like my fucking knees are constantly in the back of people's chairs.
And I'm 6'3", but wider. Like I'm a wide 6'3". I'm only 5'11", but I'm usually
Gerard Butler's coming out with a movie called Kandahar.
shocker.
It looks exactly
It's
like
the
fucking
same Covenant.
Gyllenhaal movie.
Yeah.
Kandahar is where I was.
It's gonna be his Dante's Inferno.
He just makes everything. Like I'll just watch everything he's in.
Me too.
I watched Plane. Plane's fucking great. And it's so stupid.
It's dumb.
Knew another one. They are. It's called Ship. And I wish I were kidding.
With Gyllenhaal or with
Gerard Butler and
it's a sequel
Michael
to
Coulter.
Plane?
Yeah. It's called Ship.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not. I wish I were kidding. Like I want it to
It's
be
high speed chases with fucking paddle boats.
fucking Speed 2. They're just gonna.
Did it?
run a
I must
boat.
have made money then.
They're like it's like horror movies. It's pennies to produce these movies, and the returns are just enormous. Gerard Butler's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it.
I'm looking at the movies that
I've got a
are coming out
subpar
soon.
American accent. I will be an American subpilot.
Oh.
like I love that movie, Hunter Killer.
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's so stupid.
I thought you were saying in Chippy he was all of a sudden. I was like, how do you go from a pilot to a fucking sub guy?
Well, whatever. Who knows?
But we got Fast 10 coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna see that Friday.
Transformers: Rise of the Beast, which I'm
Looks
actually not,
horrible.
I'm not going to see.
Here's my problem with this movie. And the more I hear about it, the more I'm actually really upset. It takes place after Bumblebee, but before the very first movie that ever came out. And the bad guy is Unicron. It's the size of a goddamn planet. How do you make the biggest villain of the Transformers and just hide it for this long? And then no one, by the time the first movie comes around, remembers that this giant fucking planet-eating robot was going to destroy everybody in 1996. I hate these movies now. Like, I'm so upset about it. We'll go. But it's Unicron.
I'm not going. You can go. I'm actually skipping it. I have no interest.
Wow.
It's angry. It's fury. It's
Oh, yeah, the theater-going experience.
he-
Fuck that movie.
Yeah, he says that now.
No,
We're going.
dead serious. I have no interest.
No,
it
it's
looks
all right.
boring, bro.
It does look boring.
Spider-Man, which I'm really excited
That's
for.
like the first week of June, too. I'm excited for that one. It's supposed to be like 2.5 hours, almost
2
3
hours and
long.
16 minutes.
Okay. They must have shortened it up a little bit.
The
because
Little Mermaid.
Ooh, no.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'll make Erin
all
come and tell us
other,
about it.
all
She's going to see
other things aside, I've watched the trailer to that, and it looks fucking horrendous.
Why does the bird underwater?
No, that's what bugs me. The Scuttle's having a conversation about the fucking dinglehopper, and that man, that bird is 30 feet underwater.
Cast who you want in whatever fucking roles you
It's
want.
Aquafina!
It looks like
I'm Scuttle!
other dog shit.
smoke
It
'em.
just does not look fucking
5
good.
packs a day!
And then The Flash, which reluctantly I will see. Because The Flash is my second favorite superhero. and
The
I
more
have
I
to
see
it.
of that, the more I'm actually getting upset, too. I'm like, God, this looks horrible.
I think it looks good. I know you don't think it looks good, but that's okay. You don't have to go. I can go.
I'm going.
Okay.
Get fucking.
I'm really
Just
not
because
gonna
I don't
see
think
Transformers.
it's fine. Don't have to see it.
Indiana Jones though.
We're gonna be there front row.
And fucking Elemental. I'm into that.
Elemental Animal.
There's a lot coming out. Like
just
it's gonna be a pretty
checking.
busy summer. Like Insidious,
Oh, there's-
Mission Impossible.
There's his movie.
Joyride. We can watch
Barbie.
Barbie and Oppenheimer. We're gonna do double feature on that one.
Talk to me.
Ooh, Oklahoma. Just kidding.
A24.
Ugh.
Haunted Mansion. Anyways, all right. So
No, let's just go through that. Take us through August.
let's see here.
What do we got? Blue Beetle. That's August.
Blue Beetle, Strays, which I'm not going to see.
Was it August? We're gonna go see Old Boy in 4K.
Oh fuck yeah! Are you going? You're going with us. I'm taking you. Have you ever seen it? It's so fucking good.
Not all of it.
You don't
The-
have time to answer.
No,
You're going.
The foreign one.
Not that version.
Don't-
I've seen bits and pieces of but
That-
I've never actually sat down
Okay,
and watched
the
it.
Spike Lee version.
It's
or
terrible.
It's the worst movie of all time.
Josh Brolin. It's the worst.
He-
Don't
but
watch
the
this.
original film is masterpiece.
Every movie that's ever done some fight scene in close quarters has modeled their fight scene off of the hallway scene of Old Boy.
Yeah, it's so good.
Daredevil, everything. It's weird.
This Gran Turismo film.
Dude, have you seen the trailer?
No,
So so
who's in this? David
Orlando
Harbour?
Bloom, David Harbour, and I think
Looked
a
like
bunch
Jay
of young
Baruchel,
people.
but I couldn't tell.
So here's the premise of this movie:
Uh-oh.
young kid hates being in his life, plays a video game, right, and gets recruited to do something.
What?
Oh, it's weird. It's The Last Starfighter? No, it's Gran Turismo. So they put out a video game of Gran Turismo, and people play it, and the best ones get to try to learn how to drive the cars for real. Orlando Bloom is like some mega rich guy and was like, let's get our next racer by seeing how good they race Gran Turismo the game.
That's
and then they
fucking-
teach him how to drive cars. It's
That's
The Last
infuriating.
Starfighter. It's
Yeah.
infuriating. Like I'm watching the trailer going, this is so
Or
stupid.
Ender's Game, or fucking any of that
It's
shit.
so bad.
And then we got Dune Part 2, which I'm excited for. The Equalizer 3.
Yeah, another 3 hours.
Yeah,
Best
probably
man.
is.
3 hours of just fantastic
And that
sound.
Hunger Games prequel, which I'm all in because I like anything Hunger Games.
Really?
Battle Royale, anything
I
Battle
know, but
Royale, I'm
that's
into.
Battle Royale.
No,
That's
I know,
why
but
hate the
anything
books and I
in
hate
that
those movies.
world, I like. I did not like the first Hunger Games because they're like, we'll just kill each other and then they'll have to stop the games and then it works. But I like any time they put a bunch of people into an arena and they are like, here is a bag of
Just
rocks.
go watch No Escape. It's like Ray Liotta. Same thing.
He died. Now he's in that terrible Fool's Paradise movie.
That sucks. I kind of wish his last movie was Cocaine Bear.
I'm so fucking sad because I wanted to see it. I'm so glad I didn't go to theaters because I looked at it
15%.
Thursday and I was like, I could make the 9:40. And I was like, I'd rather sleep. But
I'm gonna go to bed.
anyways, back to our movie watching prowess. So we saw The Covenant. We liked it. Definitely recommend if you haven't watched it yet. It's not on streaming. If you don't want to, if you want to legally download it, I all for it.
I think it's available to rent and buy and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
It's on streaming.
It is on streaming.
However you stream it is
Yeah.
on you.
It's on
And then
streaming.
We all watched Air on Amazon Prime, right? Or
Yes.
not you.
Yeah.
I did
You
watch
probably-
it on Amazon
Oh,
Prime.
I thought you stole it too.
No.
Um,
If I have free access
yes,
to watch it on the platform it is on, I will watch it on that platform.
me too.
Makes sense.
So this is another one I wish I would have saw in the theaters only because I wanted to see it and then it just passed me by and
It's so good.
it's so good.
I liked it.
good.
I just didn't. For me, it's not a theater going experience for me. Like
Oh,
I
no.
think I
just-
would have liked it one way or the other.
I wish I would have seen it early as all.
Yeah, I don't. It's not a blockbuster
Right.
theater experience, but for especially guys our age,
Yeah,
I mean, dude, it's such a nostalgia trip.
I was
man.
enthralled the whole time.
I think there was more to the story than I think I ever knew. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
same.
know any. Like I didn't know like Jordan had kind of a thing for Converse and fucking
Oh,
Adidas, and he was like that was the thing, and then I think it was Adidas was like, yeah, we'll match it, but we'll give you this car, and then like there was all this like the back dealing of it all, and I'm like, I never knew any of this shit. I just
Oh, yeah.
one day when I'm growing up, there was the fucking Air.
Everyone's
Jordans.
like, Ben Affleck's playing Phil Knight, and I was like, isn't that the coach of the Lakers? Like, I didn't know who any of these
Bobby
people
Knight.
were. Yeah. Any of these
No, it's
people.
Phil
were.
Jackson.
yeah, Phil Jackson,
Jackson.
Bobby Knight.
So I was like super confused about it.
No, but the guy
whoever
that
they was.
brokered that deal is actually if you
Sonny Vaccaro.
Sonny Vaccaro, man. If you like go in depth and look, dude, that guy, he was around, man. So he brokered that deal with Jordan and pushed Nike to what
Wow,
it was.
spoiler alert.
And then
In
he
the
got
end of the movie.
He got in trouble for like this insider dealing shit,
Yeah.
and got fired by Nike. Went to fucking Adidas and brokered the deal between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, and got them their fucking deals at Adidas.
Wow.
And now
Yes.
Shaq has British Knights. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what Shaq has.
Payless.
I thought he was Converse.
They were like Stephon Marbury had like the
Actually,
Starberries.
Shaq did release his shoes at
He did.
Payless because he wanted kids to be able to afford his shoes.
And now look where Payless is. Thanks, Payless.
Shaq,
Thanks, Shaq.
huge fucking dickhead.
Really?
Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
I met him when I worked for City of Tempe.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he was to us. Maybe-
Everything I
he was the
see,
one
man,
haunting the
everything I
hallway.
see is like he's always like getting kids shit.
I know.
Like,
I have
yeah,
no
it's-
no personal beef with him. I just know that when I met him, he was very mean.
Sounds
to
like
my,
a personal beef, actually.
Um,
That is actually probably the most definite correlation between something personal.
Oh,
Like at Magnanimous League, the name of Shaq, yeah, I have no problem against him in the world. Personally, he was an asshole. That's a personal beef.
oh yeah. I
Okay.
guess so. I was working for the City of Tempe when I first started working for the security company I worked for, and he came through. There's a giant, metal detector, and the guy who was working the
can't
metal
fit.
detector kept sending him back like, "You keep going off." And he kind of gave the dude an attitude, like, "Do you know who the fuck I am?" He said those words.
Shaq Diesel, baby.
And I was just like, yeah, we know who you are, but you still have to pass. This is still a police precinct. You still have to pass through a metal detector.
who the fuck I
So-
Could you imagine? You let
Did
him
a
in,
rap
and he
song.
shoots up the place.
Did a rap song.
Shaquille O'Neal fucking shoots up a police department in fucking Tempe.
So the captain
Right.
came out and he was
Shaq
like, he's good. He's with us. And we had to explain ourselves the next day. Like, why'd you keep checking him? And he kept going off the metal detector. And his posse guy, was kept holding his stuff, and we were just explaining to him, like, it's still a metal detector, dude. Like, it doesn't matter who you are.
That's so crazy.
So, yeah, that's why. He wasn't mean directly to me. He wasn't like, hey, fatty, you're fucking,
He's
I'm gonna
he's
fucking
like,
use
he's
you
like,
as a basketball.
fuck.
He was-
taking all 90 of his earrings
yeah,
out. And
he
shit.
was mean to fucking the guy who was working the
I'm fucking
the metal detector.
Kazam.
I was looking at
You know
the,
who I am? I'm Steel. That's why I keep setting this shit off.
Not to be
I was
confused with
I was
Shazam.
working the X-ray machine. He didn't really talk to me, but the other dude would just not let it go. He's like, no, man, you're still going off. I'm gonna have to.
There's
launder
always
you."
that one guy though that he's like, I don't care who you are, I'm doing my
No,
job.
no. He did the right thing because
right, but I'm
Hey,
saying
hey,
this.
top
yeah.
flight security.
Yeah, yeah. You fucking see this name, Shaq Diesel? Okay,
cops
you know
would
who
come
you're dealing
through
with?
and they would leave like blades on him and stuff, and he'd be like, "Hey, man," the cop would be like, "Oh, my bad," run back to the locker and put it up and stuff. Because even cops weren't allowed to have cops weren't allowed to have guns.
Cops can't have cop stuff here.
So-
The fuck are you doing with that gun here?
It was court, man. You can't go into court. with a-
Trust me, I've been to enough court.
So
I get it.
anyways.
I go in. I always have my plastic belt on now, and
Yeah.
I never set it off.
But yeah, Air was fucking awesome.
I think
so,
it was cool, and it made me
cried at
really.
the end.
Did you?
No.
Okay, good. I don't know with you anymore.
Well, I like the fact that it's about Michael Jordan. It's not centered on Michael Jordan though.
No.
Right.
The movie, because it's like you don't even see the guy that plays Michael Jordan.
Right.
All you see is like the back of his head. You see kind of the side of his head.
I think they did that on purpose.
It's very focused on his mother, which is who really
Wasn't it
brokered the
Dolores?
deal. Yeah,
like
who really kind of brokered the deal of getting him the share of every shoe being sold, which was, I mean, it's like standard practice now. But
Because he wasn't even the number one pick. He was number 3.
it's number 3 behind
So-
Akeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie. Who
What
the
a-
fuck
oh my
happened?
God.
What the Sam Bowie was the biggest.
I was gonna say I
disappointment
remember
ever.
Akeem
No,
Olajuwon.
well, that would be that would be Ryan Leaf, Sam Bowie. Those are like some really.
Oh, dude,
bad.
Sam Bowie is up there as far as like bad
me.
picks.
Did he not play? Did he
Oh,
not play?
No.
He was
I mean,
bad.
I think he played. You might look it up, but I think he was maybe one season.
Played
Look
for
it
the
up on your
Suns?
TV right there.
Yeah, pull it up on your fucking 75
He
inch.
played
Sam
for the
Bowie.
Suns.
No, that's Oliver Miller.
Who did Sam Bowie get drafted by? Was it the Supersonics? I don't know. I can't remember.
Bowie.
Sam Bowie.
How do you spell that?
Bowie.
That's Bowie.
That's Bowie.
Let's pronounce Sam Bowie.
It's Dram Bowie.
Oh my goodness, this guy! I've never even seen this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Never
We
heard.
all
of,
know
never
Hakeem
heard of him.
Olajuwon.
Never
You
heard
take
of him.
Selfies? That's the brightest screen I've ever seen. Fucking 1,000 suns in this thing.
Speaking of fucking sunburn, from that thing.
He's like looking up Sam Bowie, and all of a sudden I have to wear sunglasses.
Who did
to-
he get drafted by?
Houston Rockets.
Oh,
No. I'm sorry. 1984 NBA draft. Although Houston Rockets had tied with Indiana Pacers for the NBA's
The Pacers. That's
worst
what it was.
record, the
Pacers.
Pacers had traded the top pick to the Portland Trail Blazers in 1981 for center Tom Owens. So it looks like he was picked up by the Rockets. Yeah, it was picked up by the Rockets. Oh no, Trailblazers. You're right. Sorry.
Was it Trail?
Yeah. He
Okay.
went from the Blazers to
That just
the
shows you how
Nets
much
to the
I care
Lakers.
about Sam Bowie.
He did play for quite a while. He
doesn't
played
mean he was
from
good.
He did, but he just
84
didn't
to
really,
95.
He was not he didn't pan out because
He was no John
he was
Stockton,
he was
I'll
in
tell you
that, yeah, he was in that shadow of being the pick before Michael Jordan. You know?
Right. I mean, even Hakeem Olajuwon played and was
Why wouldn't-
notable
Oh,
for what
Hakeem
he
was,
did.
yeah.
Why wouldn't the
fantastic.
Trailblazers pick Jordan?
Because Jordan wasn't that good coming out of college. He hit one shot. That was his claim, was that one shot, but he transcended his game to the NBA. He wasn't fantastic in college. I mean, he was good, but he wasn't who he was in the
He was more of a
NBA.
baseball
What?
player.
What do you think this guy did after basketball?
I'm assuming he's probably like a fucking real estate agent.
After he retired from basketball, Bowie returned to Lexington, Kentucky. Bowie is involved in harness racing, both owning and training horses that run in the Red Mile in Lexington.
That makes no sense.
Right.
So he's like the Warren
Is that a white
Oates.
dude?
He's like the Warren Oates of horse racing.
Kind of looks like a white dude.
Was he not white?
Hey,
He's like
very light.
He's light.
Because
skinned.
Hakeem Olajuwon was white as hell.
Well, not really.
Oh, that is a light skinned dude.
Yeah.
But that's sports in a nutshell, man. I mean, you look at it from every sport: basketball, football, baseball. I mean, any sport. There's always these guys that are really good in college, and they just
They
never
just can't
pan out.
You
man.
can't handle it. Yeah.
One of these Google questions: is Sam Bowie in the Hall of Fame? Bowie was inducted
No.
into the University of Kentucky Athletics Hall of Fame in
Right.
2005.
Right.
Anyways,
Exactly.
watch the basketball movie. This isn't a sports podcast.
We gotta fill time.
I know. But
Air's fun. I mean,
Air's good.
Air's
and
good.
if you're even, I think even kids nowadays that are into the Jordans and that whole shoe thing. I mean, it's fun to go back and watch to see
Where
how
your
it all
obsession
kind of
started.
started. Yes.
Yeah, because I didn't know, honestly. I always thought Air Jordan was like his nickname, and that's why they named him the Air Jordans.
That's
But
what
no,
I
that was
thought.
like a proprietary insole or something like that, like the Air Max or something to that effect. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You
Well,
know,
and I kind of knew the whole thing about the colors of the shoe, but it was funny because it's you really kind of see how it played out, where they were like, the NBA has like a guidelines, like your shoe has to be like, what was it, 75% white
yeah,
to in order
we'll
to
pay
be
all your fines.
approved, and
that's
they're like,
weird.
we're
'cause the
making it
NBA,
black and white.
Not even close. to
Not
that
even
percentage
close.
anymore.
That's the only way they're getting 75% white is by
Get it?
Shh, I'm talking about the shoes.
We're racist.
We're not racist.
I'm kidding.
Talking about shoes, dude. What's your problem?
Statistics.
But it was funny. They were like, "Yeah, we'll pay your fines," and they were like, "We're gonna what? we're gonna pay your fines."
Ben Affleck was great in this movie. Anytime he was on screen, it was very fun.
With his
Now, did he
with his
write
little
the
chicken
screenplay,
legs.
like help write this? Because I know he directed. I don't know if he wrote this movie because he has a tendency to do that kind of stuff, like do his own project.
He's like, "How about them apples?"
He's like, my favorite part of the day is when you don't come into work, and I think you made it.
He's like, "That was another one," and that's what made me actually think of Office Space. Now that you mention it, when he was like, "What do you do around here?" Like he's like, "What do I tell them that you do here?"
It was. Fuck. It was produced by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. And it was not written. It was
Okay.
directed by Ben Affleck, written
Yeah.
by Alex Convery.
Converse.
Convery. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
But then Ben Affleck released another movie this week, and nobody saw it at all.
Oh, it's some weird movie where it's like the people that can it was like Hypnotic. It's a Robert Rodriguez movie.
Are you serious?
Yes, like that threw me off. Like I think in one of our stupid groups, I think the horror group or Wrecking Fountain, someone had seen like an early showing. It was like, oh, it was pretty trippy. And then I saw a trailer for it, and then it's out. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Speaking
it's Robert
of Ben
Rodriguez.
Affleck, did you see the fucking video of
And
him
it's bad?
slamming the door on Jennifer Lopez?
He's like, get in the car, bitch.
He fucking he
slammed
flings the door and then he walks around and then he
He's
looks
like,
up
"What?"
and sees the person filming him and he's like gives him that like, why are you filming me?
Well, and then I saw them like on the red carpet for like her other movie. It's like The Wolf or something like that.
The mother.
The
She
mother.
was just fucking screaming
And then she
at
was
him.
just like, oh, I'm smiling for the cameras. He's like, what? What am I supposed to be fucking doing? What am I like? He's like getting in her face, and she's like, let's fucking knock it off.
It's fantastic.
here's the thing.
I'm here for every fucking second.
So
of-
happy
of
that they're
just
upset all the
Ben
time.
Affleck in the wild.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We've all
the
been
best.
married.
Fucking Dunkin' Donuts, fucking yelling at J-Lo. Like,
No,
what the hell?
slamming the fucking door of your fucking BMW or
So-
whatever the fuck it
no
was.
matter how hot she is, somebody out there sick of her shit.
Oh, I
Gonna
know. Yes.
goon hit
And
Jennifer Lopez.
I don't want. I hate these stupid articles that are like, "Is their marriage over?" It's like, no,
Their marriage is a marriage.
Their fucking marriage is like a normal everyday marriage. You
Ben
fucking
Affleck's
moron.
gonna leave, be pissed off, text his friend, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be at a bar.
He's gonna be at poor. Okay, he's gonna be a poor for a few
This is
hours.
it.
Posting shit on Facebook, cryptic fucking messages on Facebook.
Cryptic. He's practically
Sending-
spelling it out at this point.
Sending text messages.
I guess I'm not going home. Someone come get me. I'm at poor.
Anybody know where I can find a place to stay
Ben
tonight?
Affleck. This is over.
exactly.
Yeah. I'm reading texts.
Thoughts and prayers for me,
Thoughts and
everybody.
prayers, guys.
Apparently, the IMDb on fucking the iPad is not the same as the one on my phone.
That's weird.
'Cause I can't look at just the hypnotic thing.
Yeah, it's Robert Rodriguez, and it blew me away to hear that because I'm like, that's not his normal movie. This seems like one of those weird blockbusters.
Then I
movies.
definitely want to see it because I love
why.
Robert Rodriguez. We'll have to watch it for the show.
Yeah.
That'll be my pick.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's more terrible movies out there for you to pick.
not all my movies are terrible. Stop it. We get to shit on Jordan this week.
It's like, stop. Deflect over here.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about Carnage. Let's talk about Legend.
Let's just talk about the Tom Cruise legend.
I've never seen
can't.
it.
We could probably make it up, and it's still probably better.
Isn't it crazy how Tim Curry's a devil or something?
Weird that Tom Cruise played twins, and he's a
Does he
gangster in
really?
London.
Oh. I was like, it took me a second there. All right.
Instead of he just shanks
Anyway.
people with his 30-foot sword.
Do we want to get into your movie?
We can. Just like I just wanted to mention, just like you met Shaq, on the opposite end, I actually met Michael Jordan, and he couldn't have been nicer.
I bet.
Nicest fucking dude
I've always heard that Michael Jordan's super nice.
And it was when he was playing for the Scottsdale Scorpions baseball, like
Before he went up to
like
Chicago.
he was like super minor league, and he was playing in Scottsdale.
Oh, wow.
So I went and met him. I went and checked the game out and met him
Oh,
there. And I was
wow.
like, it was really Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, that's the other movie I was gonna watch. Paint is
Wildcat.
up on our site.
Wow. I heard
With,
it's terrible.
I know it's Owen Wilson. Wow.
Owen Wilson. Wow.
So stupid.
The Haunting is coming out in 4K. I need to
Ka-chow.
revisit.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow, we're gonna paint. This is the other bit we're gonna run in the ground.
Careful of all the lightning out there.
Holy shit.
Ka-chow.
It sucks that you guys are thunder
Ka-chow.
because it comes before lightning.
Speaking of thunder, let's go see Thundercock tonight at the concert.
Thundercunt?
Thunder cunt.
That's fantastic.
Never heard these
I'd
Oh, yeah.
I'd be front row.
Just
I'd buy a shirt.
not that any of you will care, but this will be a little late because we are going to see Red Hot Chili Peppers tonight.
As a Thundercunt.
After this, we're gonna go stand in the line.
see the show tonight.
Exactly.
There's a light on.
Ling long, ling long.
But we don't know what set list we're getting.
Yeah.
Super
I
fucking
saw
annoying.
that. I'm like, what? This is not this. Why is there
None of
3
them are
and 4
the same.
seconds? I didn't even know if they were starting the tour. The weird. It was,
I know, it's fucking weird. And then I asked this guy, I found some cheap Cure tickets just to go to spy on you. I was like, do you want to go? And he's like, I don't care. I don't care if I see him or not. And I was like, well, they're $86 a ticket, so I don't know if I'm willing to do that for it. I don't
Fuck.
care.
yeah,
But I was willing to.
I know.
I was never like a huge I have songs from The Cure like on my playlist, but I was never like a huge Cure fan.
Is your
Whenever I'm alone with you.
I like
Yeah.
pictures of you the best. Oh. I like when we
they
just
do.
sing on here for no reason. Hey, do you still have baseball on Thursdays?
I'm off next week because we have a bye week.
Hey, do you
and
play
then
softball on
we'll have
Thursdays?
Playoffs. Playoffs.
Playoffs. I met that guy.
Talking about playoffs?
Yeah, he was nice. No, and I'm sure if I would have would meet Shaq in any other instance, that he'd be a nice guy.
Like at his
I
chicken
just
place?
meant he was very mean. The big cock chicken,
Big chicken.
big chicken,
Shaq's
Shaq's
big chicken?
big cock chicken.
I might go there next weekend.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll be in the area.
It looked
Where
decent
is
in
it?
Vegas.
It's downtown Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Why would
It's
you
like
be in
right by
there?
Lolo's. My mom lives right on there.
Want to go together?
No, I don't want you to hang out with my mom.
You don't want me to hang out with you?
No.
Okay.
I was kidding.
He's
No, I'm going to
he's
go
like,
hang
we're-
out with my mom. I'll
he's
be
like,
in the area.
We're hanging out enough tonight
We should stop by there on the way to the show.
on a FaceTime.
What do we have to
on
do?
the way to the show.
Yeah.
It's not even on the way.
It's not.
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's way out
Downtown
of
Gilbert
the way.
and whatever freeway we're going to be on is nowhere near
Oh,
each other.
Glendale,
Oh, whatever, man. We should go to Lolo's then.
which is still out of the way.
Why? Why is how is it out of the way? There's one in Phoenix.
I like how Aaron does this thing where he
No,
thinks
and
there's
he-
no time constraints on anything.
He thinks that we're just gonna. He thinks it's gonna be the
No,
busiest
because
fucking
I don't want
concert
to get
of
into
all
another
time.
fight like what happened when we went to that wing place out in the middle of nowhere, and like you guys were fighting about that Scott had been there before, but no, I don't want to deal with this shit.
We should go to that wing place.
Get the elote wings;
Yeah, those were good.
those
dude.
were good.
Is that
Anyway,
near the place?
It's nowhere near the place.
No, it's way past.
It's past.
Do you guys want to get food?
I'm not hungry.
Okay.
I'm
You had
supposed to like
you had a
it.
Chevron
I'm gonna
hamburger.
eat
It was so
fucking fruit stripe gummies.
No, you're not. Those for the show.
you can't have these.
They lose
Anyway.
flavor after immediately.
Yeah, almost immediately.
That's the only way I'll accept them.
Hey, so we watched a movie this
Did
week.
we?
Anyways.
What did we watch?
Okay, hold on. I read a movie this week.
Oh Jesus!
I know, right?
God. Let me bring it up. I brought it up and I wasn't even ready to talk about it.
Y'all, go ahead.
You were just trying to get us off.
I was just trying to get us to stop talking about
Go
it.
ahead.
Plans.
Well, if I get
Oi.
your married,
Oi, bruv.
Oh, bruv, I love you. You killed yourself.
Oh, bruv, this week we watched 2015's Legend starring Tom Hardy. What accent was that? I don't even know. I'm so sorry. Anyway, yes,
Cockney.
we watched cock in my mouth.
Your
We watched
favorite place to
Legend
have one.
2015.
Do you like being a gangster? London in the 1960s. Everyone had a story about the Krays. They were twins.
Do you think we look alike?
Reggie was a gangster prince of the East End. Ron Kray was a one-man mob.
Your brother is violent, paranoid schizophrenic. What I'm trying to tell you is that he's off his rocker.
Wow, no.
It was time for the Krays to enter gangster legend.
London is going to be the Las Vegas of Europe. We need someone to front and someone to muscle. Salud, come to Philadelphia.
Is she a nice
Girl, we'll get her for you.
I prefer boys. Italians. Sometimes Greek, but I am not prejudiced.
You got some balls to admit that, kid.
Me and my brother, we're gonna rule London.
You could go straight.
Life isn't always the way we want it to be.
Things are getting completely out of control, and the American mafia may also be involved.
What exactly are you doing about it? We're going after the Krays.
You won't mind if I fight back, will you?
Crime is a business. You don't want a war.
I do, actually.
Listen to yourself, you're nuts!
You hit me.
Yeah.
What is that? I come here for a proper shootout. A shootout, right, is a shootout! Like a western.
Your brother, he's a loose cannon. We need you to do something about Ron.
I can't do that. He's my brother.
Just kind of wallow through it.
We read it,
Yeah, we definitely read it.
dude. When I watched it, thankfully you guys had already kind of talked about this, but I was like,
When'd you watch it? Because I watched it at like 10 o'clock last night. When did you watch it today?
today.
Okay, I'm sitting there going, what do you mean kind of talked about it? We talked
Oh,
about
you
it
talked
like
about
10
it.
o'clock.
You talked about it you're like, I had to turn subtitles on because I couldn't understand a fucking word these
It
people
was
were saying.
so incredibly British.
It is so British, and I'm talking. It's not like
EastEnders.
it's not like
British.
g'day, mate. It's
Well, that's Australian, so
I
good
know.
thing it's not like
my
that.
fucking joke.
That's not
Maybe
good.
that went over your head.
It's not a good joke.
It's a joke.
Is there Hooters out there? It's a wing.
He's food focused right now.
I'm hungry.
But it's like, oh my god, it is backwoods British.
It's-
Like it is fucking deep.
It's that weird like Cockney like gangster speak where they have like apples and pears mean stairs and like all this shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
They tried to explain it at one point.
For a bit, yes.
And you're just like, I don't care. So pretty much this is Tom Hardy, and he's one brother who's like kind of, normal. And then there's another brother that's like fucking crazy. And they use their gangster to get him out of jail. And then they start running this shitty-ass nightclub. No?
No, I was
Oh.
running.
I was
I
like,
was bored. I was bored.
yeah. What?
He goes,
So
bored.
was I
He's
during
like,
the
I was
entire
bored.
2
I
hours.
was bored. I had to rehash that memory again.
Damn.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I paused it at like 36 minutes, and I thought 2 hours had gone by. I'm like, how am I fucking goddamn it? I was so mad at myself.
I can figure out why people didn't like this. I could easily distinguish like where the nothing really happens. Things happen, but nothing actually happens.
Tom Hardy is fantastic in this.
I really did like
He's
him
fantastic.
as both
He
brothers.
suffers from the fact that this movie has no substance.
No.
There's nothing.
No. Because it's been done a million times better by a million other movies.
Right. Like, this feels like this would have been better had Guy Ritchie had this script, and there would have been, like, a little bit more fun dialogue, maybe, or, like, a little bit of action piece set here and there. No, we're going to watch the wife talk to the brother in jail for, like, 20 minutes.
In the worst fucking narration.
Oh, my God. From a dead woman.
She kills herself, which is what I wanted to do.
You might think that, Frances survived. False. You still have to watch another hour, though.
Oh, I only have
Jesus.
one question.
Yes.
Did he beat her or
Yes.
rape her?
Beat her.
Okay.
Which, looking into this movie, so this is the story about two brothers, the Cray brothers, back in the 60s, and they kind of started their little gang and stuff like that. Paul Bettany was in this movie for a hot second, which was
So
kind of
was
funny.
Tarjan Arrington.
Yeah, as like
for
the
maybe
gay brother.
15 and a half seconds, and I was
Well,
like...
he was in it for a while. He was annoying. Like, he was always laughing and smiling at something. I'm like, you think this is funny? I'm just going to punch you in the face. But it's an interesting story. It's a true story. I guess the movie was pretty close to how it all happened, except for the beating of the wife. Like, I guess they were so protective of women that he would have never done that. So that never happened. The wife did kill herself. Yeah, just as bored.
They're like, hey, we're going to keep this as true
but you
to
need to
original
beat
as
this
possible, but we're going to beat this woman.
We need something to happen here.
She had no marks on her.
She had a black eye.
Did she?
Yeah.
When she walked out with
when she was talking to the brother.
Oh, okay.
You could see her sitting in the car, and her eye was black.
I just saw her walking out with her luggage.
Actually,
and
no,
she
it
was
wasn't black
talking.
then. It was black when they were talking about going to Ibiza.
Oh, okay.
And then I just kept thinking of the song from the Pop Star movie where he was talking about Ibiza, España.
I love that movie.
Fucking love that
That's
movie.
a good
Go
movie.
watch that
Go watch
movie.
that. Pop Star.
Pop Star never stop
st-
stopping.
Yeah. instead of this movie.
But I don't know. Like there were moments where I enjoyed this movie, and then I'm like, okay, good, it's starting to ramp up, and then nothing happened. I'm
Like
like,
when
fuck.
they fought in the club.
Yeah, and he was
That was
grabbing him by the
fun.
nuts, and like he bought it, was punching him in the face, and they were fighting, and there were parts I liked when they went into the other bar thinking they were going to meet the other gang, and then he kind of was like, okay, well, I thought this was going to be a gunfight. He gets all indignant and fucking walks out, and the other gang's like, okay, well, I guess we're going to beat up your brother, and the brother's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to tell you a joke. A crazy person walks into a bar, and then they fucking beat up like 6 dudes. I'm like, okay, something's happening. And then nothing
There was
happens.
moments of this movie that it was like you said, oh, okay, something's going on here. And then they were like,
slow it down.
nope.
Let's slow it down with dialogue. You don't
Just
understand.
kidding.
I thought only the interesting parts were when they were in jail, and then they would show you what happens in jail. They were just like that whole scene with the cops where
Cops
they
beat him?
and then he locks the one on. I was like, cool, more of this, please.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, he's out of jail now.
They give you just
I'm
enough
like,
to
what?
like almost keep your attention and reel you back in for like a hot second, and then take it right away from you again.
I told you not to come visit me tonight.
I was
I liked the brother. Like, he's just fucking batshit crazy. Like, he's insane.
Yes.
And like,
I like
more
boys.
him. I guess he was gay in real life, but they never like played it up as much as they did in this movie. Like, they kept it quiet for the most part, but in this they kind of leaned into it, which was kind of funny.
Guy once. I bent him into a pretzel. Whatever he said.
Well, I thought this was something you were saying.
I like young Italian boys.
Well, I think he did that to get under the fucking Chaz Palminteri's skin, just to kind of fuck with him to see if he could push him far enough.
I wonder if that dude gets mad that he's typecast and everything. Like, I'm an
As a
Italian
gangster dude? I'm sure he's not mad at the work.
Sure.
He's like, all right, I'm going to show up in this random
You know
movie.
who he is? He's fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Just typecast.
Typecast. Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just those guys. You'll see him in everything.
Yeah. He just works to work. He doesn't work to pay his salary. I mean, like, he doesn't, he needs the money. Because,
Like, you don't see Joe Pesci going around being the love interest in any movies. He's usually
Right.
a little gangster or a little fucking wise ass.
You watch Bupkis?
No.
Please watch it. It's fucking funny.
I'll watch it right after I watch Beef.
Why haven't you watched Beef yet?
Because you keep telling me about Bupkis.
I don't know,
Just have it-
Bupkis.
I don't have time.
You don't have time? I'm sure if it was fucking The Mandalorian masturbating all over the place, you'd fucking watch it.
Twice.
That's different.
No,
Yeah.
it isn't.
Yeah, there's a finish there.
Yes. Twice.
I don't like Asians. Happy Asian Month. But no, I don't know. I've heard good things about this. You've told me that there's been bad things said about this movie. I'm kind of in the middle where it's like, take it or leave it. I don't care. It was okay. I think it was too long. I think there was a lot of boring parts. There were parts that I liked, but not enough for me to be like, this is a 4.
If you want some fantastic acting, you're going to get it.
I love Tom
Hardy. Is fucking phenomenal in this.
Watch Carnage and have fantastic acting.
Well,
just saying.
But there's just
that's
nothing.
the scale we're using.
Is that the scale? The Carnage scale?
Yeah.
The Carnage scale.
Ooh, really good acting with nothing going on. I guess we both did it then.
When did the good acting?
That's why I'm saying.
What is he picking?
What are you talking about? You even said on the show that the acting was great.
No, I just said a lot of the characters were
wrong. Go back and
relatable.
listen. Don't worry, I can pull it up. Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Pull it up on your iPad.
Don't pull it up. I don't need that bright screen blinding me.
That's the only thing that movie had going for it. This movie is, like I said, some cool fight scenes, kind of violent. Tom Hardy's really good in this. Other than that, the story is just fucking meh.
Yeah, there was maybe like 2 or 3 memorable scenes that I really enjoyed, and then after that, it was just not. And one of them happened to be that bar scene when they beat up all those guys, and then like Tom Hardy's Reggie was getting a beer, and then Ron was over there just kneecapping dudes on the ground and beating them up further, and you could hear like the thudding and subtitles were saying thuds in the background.
Like I needed more of that stuff.
Right. Like the heavy gangster stuff.
Maybe would have kind of held my interest on that, but
like they were getting into the point of like, well, this is how we launder our money. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it just kind of they
just
kind of did drag it out for a little too long.
I'm
gonna kind of probably graciously give it a 2.5 because of Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
and I think that that dynamic of him playing 2 different people on screen, and it's for a while you actually forget that that Tom Hardy's playing 2 people.
Unless they put them next to each other, like directly next to each other, then you kind of like, okay,
yeah,
I could see
but
this.
You kind of buy into the fact that it's 2 different people.
Really do, and I think part of it was good is that they playing twins, but they kind of fuck up one of them, like the way he looks, like his nose is really crooked, so they kind of make him look distinguishable, so you don't just think Tom Hardy's being Tom Hardy.
One of them's got straight teeth, the other one's got English teeth.
They both have English teeth.
the brother with the glasses, and I can't remember his name.
Ron
or Ken or Steven.
It was Ron and Reggie.
Yeah, so one of them, he's got, if you look at his bottom teeth, super straight.
Oh, gotcha.
And then the weird brother has like super crooked teeth.
Oh, because he's insane. His teeth are insane too.
Yeah, he's got snaggle teeth.
He's playing a game.
He's going to go through it.
Oh my god! He's
you want me to bring it up because it's part of your review at the end.
Man.
Okay,
people have heard it.
Part of his review.
Don't bring it up, or do you want me to bring it up?
Nobody wants to fucking listen to that.
Okay, but you did say
Look,
it.
we saw the numbers. Nobody wants to listen to that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Anyways, what'd you give it?
So I gave it the same as Carnage because I thought it was boring as fuck. Didn't care about it at all. I like Tom Hardy, and that's about as far as I go. So it's 2. There's nothing for me there. I actually went in with an open mind, and I was like, at the beginning, I was like, okay, this could be something, but it never goes anywhere. It never ramps up. It never does fucking anything except bore the absolute fucking shit out of me. And then I pause it, and it's like, oh, you've watched 15 minutes of this film, and I'm like, God, kill me, please.
Right.
But
38 minutes felt like 2 hours.
But I mustered through that shit, and then I watched Air, and I was happy.
Yeah.
No, actually, I watched Dodgeball again. It was on. What did you give it, Jordan? What did you give it your movie?
It's a 2.
2?
I mean, it's okay. It's too long for me to recommend people to waste their time to watch it. I like Tom Hardy in it. Like I said, there are scenes in it which I really enjoyed. One of them was the bar scene. I think the fight between the 2 brothers was pretty good. And then the end where he stabs the dude with the hat on, the one that went after their money guy. And then it was just so brutal. Like
when he's like,
he was just stab, and he was just kept stabbing him.
He's like, because no matter how much I hate you, I can't do it to you.
Right. So he was basically like, he has this, I can't kill my own brother, so I'm going to kill this motherfucker because I know you paid him to do it.
Right.
So, I mean, and then learning a little bit about what happened with these guys and, like, why they were in jail and learning the real story. I mean, it was kind of cool, but for the most part, it was so long. Like it felt long. Like, I've done long movies that go by. This dragged. And it's like, will you fucking end this movie?
And it was British.
Super British, which is weird because, like I said, it was directed by an American. He was the one that did A Knight's Tale.
Oh, well,
Ryan Hageland or something like
there
that.
you go.
Which I
There's
love.
Paul Bettany. I
love Knight's Tale.
Yeah, it's
too.
so fun. It's a fun movie. Watch that one too.
Hey.
Dodgeball. Watch that one. Watch Air. Don't watch Legend.
Do you remember? Did I tell you? I did tell you this, but I'm going to tell you again. Scott asked me the other day if we've seen Leon the Professional, and then he said to me, "Same director as Fifth Element."
So let me say, that's not exactly
Luc
how
Besson.
That's not exactly how it happened. I
Oh,
said,
here we go.
I got a movie recommendation from someone at work, but I'm sure that both of you have seen it.
He
I
said
have
just
not
you.
seen it. I said, I'm sure you've seen it. Leon the Professional. And he's like, oh, yeah, of course I've seen it. And I said, yeah. I said, because the guy said, he goes, oh, it'd make for some interesting conversation. You know, the whole thing directed by the guy from Fifth Element. That's how the conversation went. Just to clarify.
right.
I mean,
That's what-
I would believe that. I've seen how the messages get jumbled.
Oh, well, here's the deal, man.
However, dude, we saw the fucking movie.
Not
Yes.
not him. And I told him he should go watch it.
It's really
And he's like, nope. And I'm like, it's so fucking good.
I
But
did,
wa-
I
but
did
watch The
not say
Professional.
that. I said, I
here we
probably
go.
will have to watch it. I said, back when it came out, I said, I was one of those guys that I would look at covers. And that's how you pick movies.
It was the one
And
with
that
his
was
face with the
little
glasses.
round glasses. And I said, it just never looked like it was an interesting
And
movie
Natalie
for me to
Portman was
pick.
in the background as a
And his
streetwalker.
glasses. She was just walking home
Right.
from groceries.
Yeah.
So
So
the
that's
fucking
how that
batshit
conversation
what's his
went.
face fucking went nuts. And
Gary Oldman.
and Gary Oldman, which is great about this movie, he was so fucking high the whole time. You see it in this movie, and it's the
Send
best
everyone.
performance I've ever seen, aside from like
Have you seen The
not
Fifth Element?
California. Yes. Oh, I think you were asking me. I had my eyes closed for a second. I'm like, don't what
What's it about?
elements?
Yeah, it's about the fifth element. It was right after the fourth element.
Yeah, just like the last
Name one actor in it besides Bruce Willis.
What's her fucking name? Mila fucking
I mean, he got Mila. I'll give
whatever.
It to him.
Jovovich.
Name one other
Bruce Willis.
Tricky.
Fucking, there's
Tricky was
Chris
in it.
Tucker's in
one.
it.
Yeah, I was waiting for Chris Tucker.
Quabba.
Gary Oldman?
Who's
Gary
in, who's in Air?
Yes, he is.
It's weird that Gary Oldman and Bruce Willis never crossed paths in that movie. Like it's I don't know, something about it. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, you have a
Who?
main bad guy, Gary Oldman's character,
Uh,
and Bruce Willis's character never meet.
they
Not-
don't?
Not once in that movie.
Oh.
It's weird, right? Like,
It
you
is
like
weird.
think about it. You're like, no, I could have
I
sworn
thought he
nope.
blows up their ship or something.
He's like,
He
Zed's
does, but he
dead,
was on
baby.
it, and they were gone. Like they never once interact.
Corbin Dallas. Anyways, what are we watching next week, Scott? Before this infamous snack show.
Leon the Professional.
So I guess it's up to me to really bring this month home.
Shit. Sorry,
So
guys.
I-
Sorry,
I-
May.
I went through kind of a lot of movies, and I'm like, it's kind of tossing some stuff back and forth.
I'm
And I
excited
think
about
I
this one.
really want to go kind of off the fucking wall here. This has got a lot of good ratings on fucking Rotten Tomatoes. It's a horror crime.
Or
And
crime.
so it's from 1968. It's getting a 4K release because we happen to talk about
Blu-ray.
that. Or Blu-ray release.
Yeah, because we talked about it.
Yeah. I knew that by picking this, I knew nobody has seen this movie, and I'm fucking going with it. It's directed by Peter Bogdanovich, who also did The Last Picture Show.
Yeah, I know.
It's starring Peter Bogdanovich
I was just going to say.
and Boris Karloff from 1968. We're going to watch Targets.
We thank you for the food we're about to receive in the Lord's name. Amen.
A typical American family at dinner. Mom and Dad, their beautiful daughter-in-law, and their only son, Joe, a homicidal maniac.
Harry! What are you doing?
How's your dad? It's okay.
Here you go. Thanks a lot. What you hunting this time?
Gonna shoot some pigs.
Targets, a movie about a war inside a man's head.
Hey, what are you doing?
Peter Bogdanovich, the director of The Last Picture Show, takes you for a roller coaster ride through the canyons of a disturbed mind in Targets.
The light! Stay in there, get down! Oh, there's somebody shooting out here! Open the window! Blow your window down! There's a sniper in here!
There's someone going up there.
What turns an all-American boy into an all-American killer?
Shop at Target. It's the story of Target. It's like Air. It's like the story about how Target was formed in Minnesota.
Well, I'm just going to read you the first line. After unhinged Vietnam vet Bobby Thompson kills his wife and mother, he goes on a brutal shooting spree. I'm in.
Sounds like falling down,
right?
I'm hoping this is right in the same class as like Rolling Thunder.
Dude, don't talk about shootings in class at the same time. We're gonna get flagged.
We are in America. That's where those happen.
We're gonna get the little green bar on our.
We still haven't gotten it. We're not popular enough.
I know.
Please go on to iTunes and rate us, for the love of fuck.
Or flag us.
There's like one guy that gave us 1 star, but that
was kidding. No,
and he didn't even leave a review. I don't even care if you hate us. Like, if you have some personal beef with me, just put it in the comments.
1 star. No one's gonna comment. But I get messages. Like I said, I appreciate some good feedback.
Thank you for all those that do listen.
Yeah.
One day I'm gonna clean this room. It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, you've been saying that for 2 years.
I know. Whatever. Targets. I'm very excited. The Blu-ray is in the mail, so I will be watching the Criterion version.
It'll be stacked right here, ready to watch.
In which pile?
Probably this one.
Yeah, easily grabbable.
I'm trying to clear all that so I can bring in those things. And I'm going to put
How?
them back. I'm going to take the stuff off the wall.
When?
Someday.
It's not happening.
Someday.
Someday, somehow, I'm going to clean up my movie right now.
That's actually funny.
Well, if you're still listening,
that's my
Happy
Nickelback.
Mother's
That's my
Day.
Nickelback impression. Not as good as my Macho Man.
Dude, we can still get $25 tickets to Nickelback. We should go.
You guys should go.
We'll go.
Right?
Suck each other's dicks.
Fucking go.
I'm not going. Who are they playing with?
Who cares?
I
We can also go to
Brantley Gilbert.
Yeah, we can also go to.
I'd see him.
Yeah.
We can also go to Counting Crows for $25.
Yeah.
And the lawn.
No, they're not playing in the lawn. They're playing in Arizona Federal, which is like the
Blues
Comerica.
Blues Travelers coming too.
Wait,
With,
what?
With
Remember that used to be
Big
Dodge
Head Todd.
Theater, I think. I think it's
So-
like Arizona Federal now.
We saw Counting Crows like 3 times, and dude,
with Matchbox 20 and Rob Thomas.
yeah, and dude, that motherfucker, he will be like, "Want to hear around here?"
The
The
15-minute version.
45-minute version. It's awesome.
Love it.
Yeah. So I'll keep checking vet ticks, and maybe we can get some of this shit for free.
So this was the sports music episode
Dude.
of I'll Watch It
I don't care.
Later.
We're versatile.
It's
We're
evolution,
Guy
man.
Ritchie.
I like you just fucking ramble.
Also, the snack show's coming. I tried the Sprite lemonade
We
water.
have so many snacks that we had to let Aaron just eat 19 of them.
Yeah,
before
you
No.
said
we even
eat
did
it ahead.
No,
He
here-
had to.
Here's the
had
here's the
was
thing.
his wording.
Here's the thing.
Had.
And I will mention this again on the snack show because God knows you guys don't listen to this. But here's the thing: I have sent the strawberry lemonade water to Jordan like 2.5 years ago, and I said, "This is coming. It's going to be
Never once saw it in the stores until like,
Ever.
literally this week.
until this week." And I thought my mind had made it up, and that it. And if anybody knows me, they know my favorite drink in the whole world is strawberry lemonade.
Is that the excuse we're going with?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
So I saw it, I grabbed it, and I immediately tried it. It's a 5 out of 5. I will bring you guys some to try on the show, but I did try it, and it's fucking excellent.
and then he's like, update. It's phenomenal. I was like, look, it's a good thing you waited to talk about it on our snack show. But hey, it's all about you and your lemonade needs.
That's right. That's right.
He goes like, Jordan, I've been looking for these for over a year.
2
And I
years.
was like, well, you know, okay. It's cool, man.
Fucking cry
He's
about
like,
it.
you left me hanging.
Fuck
Lamau. LMAO dot pulsing weight. And they had to correct it. I couldn't wait. And I was like, couldn't. I was like, you could have waited.
That's my favorite bit. Maybe we need to do like a whole 30-minute segment at the end of each show of like Aaron's autocorrect fucking messages.
Fuck. Like,
his
I-
voice
like-
to text.
There are some, like, he did one today that I didn't know what he said.
I know. I was in Costco and I was trying to voice the text you. Oh, because you had a hamburger for lunch, and you have a wife with children.
No.
Oh.
No.
Wait a minute. You have kids?
I have kids. Anyway.
And that's what I said.
Hamburgers.
I said you had a hamburger at a gas station instead of like
Dude, so
lunch with your
fucking
wife?
good. Fucking love their hamburgers.
Did you take them home?
Anyway, I don't want to talk about my food. We're done. Let's go see a concert.
Jesus Christ, you're weird.
I know.
You are the weirdest guy.
Let's
I
go
know.
get addicted to the shindig.
Let's go hear 20 minutes of
We're
their
not
new
gonna hear.
material.
We're not going to hear "Can't Stop."
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know.
And I thought you'd take me to the shindig. I lead a life of imitation.
I don't know.
And that
Stop addicted to the shindig.
is it addicted? Not
Maybe.
Take me to the
I don't
shindig?
know. We can look it up.
I guess we can.
Yeah, let's do it.
What else we got to
What
do?
time is?
Time
I
to
mean,
kill,
how
man.
much? How long we've been going?
6:45.
How long we've been going?
6:45. We've been going enough. It's enough.
Okay.
We're done here.
All right.
None of you
So,
care.
please
Thanks
go-
for listening. Happy Mother's Day. If you come here from It's Eric Nagel, this is the first time we've mentioned that I've been on another show.
First line.
It's Eric Nagel. Check him out. Check us out. Great. We're happy. We got some fucking Monster water. It's water. Tastes like water. Let's go see a
All right.
concert.
If this is your
Let's
first
get out
time
of
here,
here.
please go to iTunes and rate us 1 through 5. Let us know how we're doing.
You won't.
We will be back next week with Scott's Movie Targets and then the Snack Show. Then we got a month full of documentaries coming up.
I got some good ones.
Me too. I'm excited. Well, I already know what I'm picking. But so, as always, I'm Jordan.
I'm Aaron.
And Larry.
You're such a... Like, I hope that
Why
was...
did I say that?
Did it again? Did you do it again?
Yeah, as always, I'm Aaron.
I think I'm Jordan.
And I'm pretty sure I'm Scott.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
I can't believe we did that. Okay.